Rodents pose a serious health and safety risk and can significantly reduce property value. A long-lasting rodent infestation can create severe sanitation problems, making homes unlivable and businesses inoperable. As Toronto's leading pest control and wildlife removal company, in this video, we explain what a professional rodent extermination involves. We'll go through the 6 key steps in the rodent extermination process and explain what sets apart a successful rodent removal project from one that fails. Along the way, we'll also touch on some of the toughest challenges we face when exterminating rodents in the Greater Toronto Area. This video is for informational purposes, to help our clients understand what to expect before the job begins, and to educate the public on best practices in rodent control. The first step is a comprehensive interior inspection. We begin by assessing the interior of the home or business to determine where rodents are most active. Our team uses specialized inspection tools such as thermal imaging cameras to detect hidden nesting sites and heat signatures behind walls, ceilings, and floor cavities. In some cases, borescopes or small cameras are used to confirm activity inside tight spaces, such as behind kitchen cabinets, under appliances, or inside drop ceilings. The purpose of this step is to determine how long rodents have been inside the structure, the extent of contamination and nesting activity, the species involved, rats or mice, their food, water, and harborage sources, and the level of infestation severity. Once this interior assessment is complete, we can design a customized extermination plan that targets the problem precisely where it exists. After the interior is analyzed, our technicians perform a full exterior inspection. This step focuses on identifying how rodents are entering the building and what environmental conditions are attracting them. We carefully inspect foundation walls, roof lines, vents, soffits, gaps in siding, and crawl spaces. Rodents can chew through wood, plastic, vinyl, and even abrade soft cement to create or enlarge entry points. Mice can fit through a hole the size of a dime, while rats can squeeze through an opening no larger than a quarter. Our technicians have years of experience and have developed the ability to think like rodents. They know where to look for subtle signs, grease marks along walls, gnawing on baseboards, burrows under decks, or displaced insulation that may indicate active runways. The result of this inspection is a detailed report of all potential and active entry points that must be sealed for long-term success. This is the heart of the process, the interior extermination phase. The goal is to eliminate the active rodent population as quickly, safely, and effectively as possible. Depending on the level of infestation and structural layout, TSR pest control uses a combination of chemical and non-chemical control methods. In most infestations, rodenticides play a vital role. Unlike over-the-counter products available to the public, professional exterminators are licensed to use government-regulated rodenticides that are proven to work safely and effectively. These products come in various formulations: soft baits, wax blocks, pellets, and tracking powders, and each is suited to a particular setting. However, not all rodenticides are created equal. Choosing the wrong type or placing it incorrectly can lead to poor results, bait shyness, or even resistance within the rodent population. That's where our experience matters. TSR technicians analyze the infestation patterns, feeding habits, and competing food sources to select the right formulation, placement strategy, and active ingredient for your specific situation. We also take care to minimize risk to pets, children, and non-target animals by placing baits in tamper-proof bait stations and securing them in strategic locations where rodents are active but inaccessible to others. In sensitive environments or areas where chemical use is limited, physical methods may take precedence. This includes snap traps and mechanical traps for immediate reduction, electronic monitoring traps in commercial facilities for tracking and documentation, exclusion trapping for live capture when necessary. The combination of these methods creates a multi-layered extermination approach, one that rapidly reduces active populations while preventing new ones from taking hold. TSR's expertise lies not only in applying rodenticides, but also in understanding rodent behavior, how they travel, feed, and reproduce, so we can interrupt their life cycle completely. Once we've controlled the interior population, we move to structural exclusion, the step that ensures rodents can't return. Many DIY attempts fail because they stop after the extermination phase, ignoring the entry points. But the truth is simple. If new rodents can get in, the infestation will come back. That's why step 4 is critical for long-term success. Rats and mice are remarkably resourceful. They can climb brick walls, squeeze through gaps around utility pipes, or chew through weather stripping and plastic vents. At TSR Pest Control, we take a construction-based approach to exclusion. Our technicians are trained not only as exterminators, but also as wildlife-proofing specialists. We use industrial-grade sealants, steel mesh, sheet metal flashing, and concrete patching compounds to permanently close off vulnerable areas. Common exclusion points include gaps around roof vents and plumbing penetrations, foundation cracks and degraded weep holes, loose soffits and fascia boards, dryer and wall vents missing proper covers, open drain pipes or floor gaps in basements and crawl spaces. In cases where burrowing activity is found near the foundation, we may install underground barriers or trench mesh systems to block access from below. Every access point is addressed with precision, ensuring the building envelope is fully sealed against future invasion. This step transforms a temporary extermination into a permanent rodent-proofing solution. After the extermination and exclusion work are done, the property needs to be cleaned and sanitized. Rat and mouse droppings, urine, and nesting materials carry dangerous pathogens such as hantavirus, leptospira, and salmonella. If left behind, they can contaminate indoor air quality and create unpleasant odors that attract new rodents. Depending on the severity of the infestation, TSR offers professional-grade disinfection, deodorization, and insulation replacement services. Our process may include HEPA, vacuuming of droppings and debris, application of hospital-grade disinfectants and enzyme-based odor neutralizers, replacement of contaminated insulation or vapor barriers in attics and crawl spaces. The level of cleanup depends on how long rodents have been active. A minor infestation might only require a surface wipe down, while a severe one could call for full attic remediation. Even after a successful extermination and exclusion, it's important to consider long-term maintenance. Some structures, especially older homes or commercial buildings near waste disposal areas, may continue to attract rodents due to environmental conditions. In these cases, TSR may recommend routine exterior baiting programs or monitoring systems designed to intercept rodents before they re-enter. These outdoor stations act as a first line of defense, controlling populations in the surrounding area and preventing reinfestation. Every maintenance plan is customized. For example, a home with a deteriorating concrete foundation may require seasonal inspections. A restaurant or food handling business may benefit from continuous bait monitoring. Properties near construction zones or ravines may need additional exterior defenses. At TSR Pest Control, our priority is not just solving the current problem, but keeping your property rodent-free for the long term. We provide honest, practical recommendations that protect your home or business without unnecessary costs. Rodent extermination is not a one-step process. It's a systematic, science-based approach combining inspection, extermination, exclusion, sanitation, and prevention. When done right, it doesn't just remove the rodents you see, it removes the ones you don't and prevents new ones from ever moving in. That's what makes TSR Pest Control one of Toronto's most trusted names in rat and mouse extermination.